Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be going over lesson 3.8 cooldown, cubes and cube roots. All right, so let's get started. So problem number 1 says find the solution or solutions to each of these equations. Write no solution if there is a no solution answer. Make sure to write no solution exactly how it looks. So you're supposed to type in no solution the way it looks in case there was no solution. Okay, so for this problem, we learned how to solve these cube roots. So let's go ahead and get started. So in order for us to be able to solve this cube root, so it's the cube root of x plus 2, it's equal to 5. Now, what you should have learned in today's lesson is in order for you to get rid of this cube root, you have to cube both sides. So basically, we are going to cube both sides because that is the inverse operation of cube root, which means that this cube and this cube root will eliminate because they are inverse operations of each other. So that means we drop down this x plus 2 is equal, and now we do 5 to the third power, and 5 to the third power means 5 times 5 times 5, which equals to 125. And finally, since we're solving for x, we subtract 2 to both sides. These two subtract out, you get x equals 125 minus 2 is equal to 123. So what you were supposed to have typed into your answer is 123 for the first one. If you got that, you got it right. If you didn't, email your teacher and let them know if you could possibly retake it. I don't know. Every teacher is different. All right, so now example number 2. Here, same thing. So we have the cube root of y minus 8 is equal to a negative 1. Now, some of you might say, oh, it has a negative outside of the root, so it must be a no solution answer. Well, if this root was an even root, then that would be true because there are no two numbers that multiply each other that are exactly the same that will give you a negative answer. So, for example, negative 2 times negative 2 will equal to positive 4. So if this root was an even number, then this would be automatically a no solution. But it's not an even root. It's actually an odd root. So therefore, we could solve this problem by giving it a third power to each side. That third power and that cube root will eliminate with each other, and we would be left with y minus 8 is equal to negative 1 to the third power means negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, which is equal to a negative 1, because a negative times a negative is a positive times a negative is a negative, and 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1. And now, in order for us to solve this, we need to isolate the variable y. So we add 8 to both sides because that is the inverse operation of negative 8. We eliminate those. So we get y is equal to negative 1 plus 8 is equal to positive 7. So your answer is positive 7. So one more time, if you would have ended up having this as an example, is equal to a negative 1, because this is a square root, which is an invisible 2, okay? Then this would have made, or I guess this negative would have made this problem be a no solution answer, okay? Because you cannot have an even root with that being equal to a negative value, okay? But because this was an odd root, we could, for this exact same reason here, 3 negatives will equal a negative when you're multiplying them, so it does work out. All right, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask your teachers. If not, then you're good to go. All right, have a good day, everyone. Bye.